Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Battlestar Galactica. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 9 of season 2 of Battlestar Galactica. Wasn't a huge fan of the last episode, mostly because sneaky reporter and camcorder visuals, they didn't sit well with me, but we got a new Cylon. Which I watched it earlier today, and it was Lucy Lawless. Did not recognize her with blonde hair. I don't know if she had been a brunette, I would have been like, so it's Xena. For some reason, it didn't register, and I kept looking at her, and I for some reason I was thinking of the chick from the first Transformers movie with Shia LaBeouf. That chick's also Australian. Obviously, it's not her because the age wouldn't have worked out there. But I just kind of was just like, yeah, I probably know her from something. I did not recognize her at all, and I'm typically really good at that. But new Cylon, Beers, Deanna Beers, is our new Cylon, and I don't know how often we'll get her. That'd be really cool if she was a regular, but at the same time, that means that we'd have to have more reporter stuff happening, and no thank you. Again, I'm not shitting on the episode necessarily, it just wasn't for me. But I did like some of the stuff that happened in it, which was kind of having a little bit more empathy for the Marines. Even though what happened on the Gideon was definitely not a good thing, it definitely... it needed to be seen. People needed to know that it happened, and they needed to know that the military is not perfect, but they also need to know that they're real human beings that are part of that. And that like a real human being that committed that crime, that killed those people, was deeply broken because of it. And I don't know necessarily if I can say that Colonel Ty feels like a regret like that where it breaks him. I know that he drinks to deal with things, and he was very much willing to let that guy kill him by taking accountability for it. He's just like, yeah, shoot me. But it just shows that people deal with things in different ways. A lot of times it's rage, a lot of times it's outrage, and a lot of people probably will still have distrust for the military because of that. And maybe it gained a couple empathetic supporters, maybe that they were already supporters, but they were mad about what they did. And they could see that it's just a mistake, a horrible mistake, a mistake you can't take back. There's no coming back from that. But as long as everyone learns from it and does better and changes, I think that that's the one thing that we can ask for in that scenario. Now, the Cylons that are somewhere in the fleet, they look like they were in a movie theater, aboard Cloud 9 or something. I definitely think that that Deanna was kind of putting together this thing to get invited onto the Galactica. It was all a ruse and a setup to just kind of stir things up. But them sitting there in that theater watching it and watching that, Sharon is alive and that she is pregnant and that the other Sharon, it really isn't sitting well with me that the Sharons seem to be connected. Even though that seems like it's not a thing for the rest of the Cylons, because she was like, I'm alive. What does she mean, I'm alive? That's not you. That's you. You are your own individual boomer, and she is yet another individual boomer, but that doesn't seem to be... It seems to be a shared consciousness or go team. I don't know. I think that we'll probably get a little bit more insight into that, because it stuck out to me now a couple different episodes where I'm just I feel like they're connected. And that doesn't seem to be the way for Doral, Leoben, Six. I don't know about Deanna or Simon yet, but it just seems like Sharon's special. I know, and I'd like to find out what happened to the baby. Cylon baby or not, that is still part of Hilo, and I do care about that aspect. And I do care about Sharon. And I'm I'm kind of oddly curious as to what a Cylon human baby looks like. Probably human, but what their composition, like what they're, do they look human? Like, can they be born looking human? Can they act human? Like, is their consciousness the same that if they die, their consciousness would go to nowhere? A collective? Is it just like dying as a human? It's just poof, gone? You know, I'm just like curious, like how a halvesy baby works. Imagine saying that about a race. That's just weird. But the fact that like they are part software or hardware, or there are like little connectors into their brains that do make them not human completely. Again, it's like, are they superhuman? Are they, you know, humans but better? Like, I don't know. So, but I do like that the baby's a curious thing for me. I wasn't thrilled about it, but now I'm like, well, if it's here and it's going to be a thing, like, let's have some curiosity points and throw it out there and see if it sticks. I don't know. Not the baby, the thoughts. Good grief. So obviously somebody trying to kill Colonel Ty, you know, it's, of course I don't like Ellen, but when she says like certain things, like she's kind of like mocks Bill like a lot and to Saul's face. And I really wish he would like take her by the shoulders, give him a little squeeze and just be like, shut your mouth when it comes to Bill. Just like, he was nice enough to bring you over to the Galactica. He was nice enough to reunite you with your husband. He's nice enough to let you have these dreams of a future that might be possible. Keep Bill Adama's name out your mouth. Just gonna say that. But where do we go from here? Because I didn't really get much of a jumping off point of storyline where it was gonna go, other than Baby and Gaius and Six thinking that it's theirs. Obviously Hilo is very worried about Sharon, and you know, she had a medical emergency, so I want to know how that's going to turn out. Hopefully Kat is well rested and she doesn't need her what are they called? Stims? Yeah, hopefully she's okay with that. There's nothing really other than, are we going to go to Earth yet? So that episode didn't really give me much to go on direction-wise, other than like maybe Earth, back to Caprica, who knows? Let's get together and talk about what our next plan is, because I didn't get much from that. So with that being said, I'm super excited to get into this because I want to know about Earth. I want to know about Caprica. I would love to see Anders again with his beautiful bone structure. And then, you know, find out what happened to the baby, because now that seems to be a very important piece to the story. So I would like the baby to be okay. And I would like Sharon to be okay. And I don't want Six to be a mom. I don't care if she's in Gaius's head or not. Stay away from that baby. Okay, guys, let's get into it. All right. I don't know where that is. Is that your patient, Chief? Caressing of the ships. Okay.
Call Agathon.
Because of Sharon. Really bad poker faces on all of them.
You want to sit in?
Maybe next time.
That sucks. Hilo's awesome.
Just ask the chief.
Hot dog, you watch it. I will smack you around. Of all the characters on this show, this is the guy. This is the character that I care about the most, probably.
They should have given you a medal for popping that toaster.
That's why I thought she shouldn't have been in the brig, is because that's how everyone's mindset would be. But poor Chief.
I heard that you went to bat for me.
Forget it.
I want you to
Forget
know...
it. You know the knuckle draggers I can get.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's gonna shake her hand and say thank you.
It's not gonna last forever, all right? Earth is out there.
Oh. Are you gonna let her get away with that, Starbuck?
I'm gonna go find Hilo.
Because he's awesome and you guys
Good
suck.
idea. Maybe that Cylon whore taught him a few tricks.
Oh boy. Oh girl. Oh! I don't think we needed to do that, but I'm not mad.
She and I were gonna muster out at the end of our service. That we would get married, maybe we would have children.
Oh. It's not the same one.
I guess
I
I'm
still
just
think.
a big frickin' idiot, though, huh?
Sorry.
Son of a...
I feel like this needed to happen. Oddly enough. Two men just having it out.
You don't get to call it.
I have my money on Hilo here. Oh! Chief! It's not even the same Sharon.
Something's triggering our comm system to broadcast an automatic signal.
It's a
Which
virus.
the Cylons could trace to get a fix on our position.
Whoa. Whoa. Get out from behind there. Oh no! Okay, so Chief and D. Those are the two people I care about the most. I mean, yes. Lee, Commander Adama, Starbuck, everybody but Ellen Ty. Even Gaius. Protect that man.
I am not interested in excuses. Fix it.
It's not an excuse, sir. It's a fracking fact!
Wow, Kata. Okay.
Mr. Gator,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
A word.
pull yourself together.
Sorry, sir.
What the hell is his problem?
You dick.
Work with me here. I need your help.
What do you want me to do? Work my crew to death?
No, just do your best.
He
Nobody's
does.
expecting any miracles.
Every day. You're gonna try to
Okay, why not?
perform a miracle? Is he gonna fix this thing single-handedly, or well, I mean, obviously these two knuckleheads are gonna help, but like, he's really just going for it, huh? Is he building one from scratch?
Here's the deal. We are gonna build a new fighter.
What about the rest of the ships?
Nobody takes 1 minute away from regular maintenance and repairs. You got it?
For funsies. Great.
I wouldn't even know how to begin.
What else is new?
Oh, screw you.
I believe in you, Chief. Since he needs something else to obsess over rather than Sharon.
Will I be able to work?
Unless the cancer goes to your brain. That happens.
Happens what? Really?
Someone's a tad aggressive.
Yeah. What's up with
50
the...
Cubits says he gets it in the air.
Yeah? What?
I'll fly it.
Is the oxygen thing, like, for breathing? It's...
Really?
Honestly, I am.
You guys are getting really close to each other's faces. I know it's the virus that's doing this, but, like, is it the whole ship or is it just them?
I love Simba.
You guys are asphyxiating. Like, you need to get oxygen. Yes, shoot a window. That was a great shot. That was such a great shot. You might want to hit the window, not a hull, or, like, you could implode the ship. I know it's really hard to aim when you're delirious. I mean, poor Hot Dog's probably gonna die if they don't get oxygen to him, like, soon. He's brain dead.
Nice shot.
Okay, Hot Dog's moving. Woo!
Oh, come on. Come on.
He needs help. Somebody needs to actually help him.
Son of a bitch.
Callie, where are you? Or you?
Great.
you impressed, Commander? I am.
Have you seen the ship that the chief is building?
He's an imaginary fighter. I don't need to see it to know it's a waste of time.
It'll be the one ship not connected to the rest of the ship.
Feel like hitting something.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't square up. Don't square up. Just drop the knee.
I want to get taught by Lee. Oh.
Oh,
Not upset.
Billy.
Much better match than Billy. But Billy, I feel bad. I feel bad for saying that.
We have to get to this. Dr. Baltar says it's some sort of Cylon logic bomb. Sharon? Sharon?
That code's not gonna turn something on, is it?
It's a Cylon virus, all right. It's been learning your system. Once it does, the Cylons will be on top of us.
OMG.
They're gonna kill us all.
Yeah, go get the commander. Good job,
Well,
Chief.
I hate to say it, but you've got the cockpit too far back.
You didn't think this thing would fly anyway.
Well, it sure as hell won't with the cockpit rammed up its end.
Oh.
D.
Hey.
I love how everybody's helping. Taking everybody's strengths and putting it into the ship.
What's this, Chief?
Colonel Ty will be very happy.
Making solvent. Sir, clean engine parts.
Solvent my ass. I know it's still when I smell it. What the hell are you up
Of course you do.
What's the point?
Because that ship, the work, that's all I've got left.
Hope. For the love of God.
I almost forgot. I promised the XO of the Bapakal I'd help him out.
Huh?
He's got some obsolete DDG-62 engines that's taking up space in his flight deck.
Ay, ay, ay.
Our computers have been infected by a Cylon virus, corrupting systems throughout the entire ship.
Maybe it has something to do with her test results, too.
This is not the one who shot me.
Can they really be that different from one another? There's always a chance we might find common ground.
I love when those two have a conversation together. Oh, God. Kelly's not going to shoot this one, is she? You know, a Hannibal Lecter mask and, like, rolling her out on a dolly probably would have been better. With the collar with the pole thing, that's just intense.
Let her go.
Yes, sir.
Dee. Do you still carry your father's pocket knife?
Give it to her.
Right here, Sharon.
Oh.
Here they come. Multiple targets.
Will they be able to reset everything in enough time?
552.
Launch Vipers.
Can they do that if, like, they're resetting everything? Like, will they have communication with them? What is she doing?
Galactica, Apollo. Raiders are holding formation.
Does she have a port in which she can plug herself in? Bad time for me to put lip stuff on. Goodness.
Sometimes you gotta roll the hard six. Right, Commander?
Wow, that came back, didn't it?
What the hell is she doing?
Plugging herself in. There's definitely some hardware in there. Not 100% human-ish. I know she's not 100% human, but, like, she's not as
They've made contact, sir.
human as I'd think.
It's moving too fast. I can't follow it.
Do it.
That makes me want to throw up.
No, Dratus. System's down. We're looking at a goddamn bloodbath.
Ty, calm down.
Do it.
Ty.
What are you waiting for?
This.
What is happening?
What the hell?
Did she put...
We just transmitted a signal.
The virus went to them?
Cylon sent a computer virus. Well, we just sent one back.
Apollo, this is Galactica. Kill the bastards.
Ooh.
Engage.
Just have fun with it, guys.
This is payback.
Not the space shit I generally like, but I'm not mad at it. Oh, wow.
Got this toaster padlocked!
I think that's the first time I ever realized that they were organic. Like, they don't just explode, that, like, they could be ripped apart like that.
Who says you need metal?
You don't need?
Carbon composite.
Good call, Hilo.
It's gonna be hard as hell to see Andreas, but the question is, will it fly?
I believe. I believe. I mean, I don't believe in the gods, but I definitely believe in people. Yeah, it's a little scary. Yeah, the initial run's not always perfect. Whoa. Oh, please don't crash into anyone in the fleet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You got this, you got this. Come on. Come on now.
Okay, let's see what this baby can do.
Yeah, you just got control of it. I don't know if you need. Did she jump? Where'd she go?
Galactica power, I've lost it!
No. No. She's just really fast. Or she jumped. Ah.
Of course you lost contact at the damn stealth ship, remember?
Good job, Chief and crew.
Chief Taro? This is the Blackbird.
Yes, ma'am.
Like I said, I have faith in people.
This was supposed to be a surprise, but
You're not gonna take my happiness away in this moment, are you? You gonna make me cry again? Oh, why do I even bother putting on makeup? Well, probably cry in the next episode. Oh, my goodness. That was an absolutely touching episode. I mean, touching, touch and go. Like, a lot happened. I loved this episode so much. One, because, anything that is chief heavy, I enjoy. Him and Hilo duking it out. And he even says, he's like, I don't even know why we're fighting. It's not even the same Sharon. And he really has to dehumanize her and like really try to take the memory that he has and just like, she's a toaster. And it's a way of trying to deal with it. And, it's funny because it really bothered me the way that she would caress the Cylon Raider. Because I was just like, ugh. But then seeing Chief kind of do the same thing with the Viper, and it's more to him than just a ship, and the Raider was more to her than just a ship. And I'm happy that I can see kind of both of those things now, because it was super creepy the way I saw Sharon doing it, because really she shouldn't have been connected to the Raider, to where I can see why he'd be connected to a Viper. But, when there's a connection, there's a connection, and you can't sever that. Unless you send it a virus. But like having that connection still with Sharon and him having the little talk with Hilo, like, I knew that they were going to have a talk about it. I mean, I'm not like, it's okay when men fight, because I don't think it was okay with Starbuck and it wasn't Cat. Was it Celix? I forget which one. I feel like it's Celix. Them having a fight. Like, I don't really think that, like, violence is warranted on either side. But, you know, that's the way Starbuck communicates when she's frustrated. And, you know, I think Chief fighting, it really had nothing really to do with Hilo. It had everything to do with the memory of Sharon and, you know, them talking about having a future together and having children together. And then to see that with somebody else, you know, he does have to remind himself that it's not the same Sharon, but why does she have her memories? Answers are still not clear. And then really to see everybody treat Hilo differently because he is in a relationship with her and is having a baby with her. And, you know, like, he didn't know she was a Cylon. But love is love. You continue to love those things in which can make you angry. And you see that with Adama. Like, he really is just like, it takes everything I have not to, like, strangle that thing. Look, if you don't have feelings of love, then you can't possibly have feelings of hate. So obviously he still cares about Boomer / Sharon, you know, like you can't have that level of passionate hate if you don't have that level of passionate love as well. And I don't mean passion like sexual. I mean just like a strong feeling of love. In order to have a strong feeling of hate, you have to have a strong feeling of love. So then I guess nothing Ellen Ty. That blows that theory right out of the water for me, right? But I mean, for people who actually cared about Boomer and Sharon, I feel like it's still there. And you know, like, I still kind of have this like roller coaster love-hate relationship with Colonel Ty. You know, he's just like killer and is just like, the ship that you're building is stupid. And, and then he's like, I don't know if it's because he's like, I'm going to take this bottle of alcohol, but I'm going to help Chief out. I think like knowing why it was important to him, you know, made him kind of realize that, you know, he could give his support. And, you know, even at the end, it's funny that like, I didn't want to say like, don't smash the bottle of champagne because it's going to make Colonel Ty cry, but they kept flashing over to him and like he was smiling and he, you know, like he had a part in it. You know, so like everybody ended up giving their part one way or another. And like Laura's name being on the ship at the end was kind of her thing. And I don't know if they knew that she was, if her time is limited. Again, I don't know. Maybe that's a glitch that was happening while the virus was happening on the ship. And like Doc Cottle's results weren't real because, you know, the Cylons are fracking with everything. I don't know. I'm trying to find hope. And, you know, my sister died from cancer and I would love if there had been a glitch and like, you know, we had gotten her longer. So like, you know, I can tell that that's my own thing. That's like hoping that like, you know, her cancer isn't real or it's being healed by the Kamala extract or hope. You know, I don't want the prophecy to be real because that means that she will die and I don't want that. You know, I really like Rosalind. I don't always agree with her, but I really like her. And I love when her and the commander have conversations together. You know, like they are such a great team because they come from different, I don't want to say opposing views, but they come from different ways of thinking. And that's why, you know, he like reaches out to her and is just like, hey, I need your help with this. I need your advice. And, you know, when Commander Adama is coming to you for advice, it's because he knows he's getting in his own way and his feelings for Boomer were getting in the way. And she even said that. And she's like, but there could be common ground. And they did find common ground. And the fact that she could plug herself in, very Matrix, very, very much like there is a socket or a receiver. There is a female end that she could plug the male end of that fiber optic into. So if there is, I mean, they have bodies of Cylons in the morgue. I feel like they could essentially dissect a Cylon to see what the wiring is, because obviously there is something in there to connect to. That's like always my question is like, how could they not tell that they're Cylons? Like if they did a brain scan, you know, like if they could pick up a chip in Gaius's head, which they didn't, there wasn't one there that we know of. But like, could they pick up wiring? Could they pick up a fiber optic cable port? Like, is this possible with imaging? You know, I would be just, I'm curious about the insides of a Cylon, not that I want to see it, but like, you know, even with the like Raider blowing up in the sky, normally you just see an explosion. You don't see like a body being ripped apart. And that's kind of like hard to like, it's really hard to rationalize. I loved this episode so much. There's so many parts of it, not only the emotional stuff, but like the stuff that like just makes my brain start ticking. It makes all those gears start turning. My hamster is running at full speed. I love that. I love that so much. I absolutely, this episode triggered my brain. It made all of my synapses start to fire. Am I a Cylon? No. I've taken many of x-rays of my own fingers and toes at a dental office. Believe me, it's fun if you think you stubbed your toe and you broke your toe to get an x-ray on a little tiny dental film or a sensor. Yeah, I've done it with my foot in the panoramic x-ray. I'm not a Cylon, but wouldn't that be something that a Cylon would say? I think that's something a Cylon would say. I have proof. Anyway, I really like the character building we got in this. Like, you know, that Starbuck was like really quick to believe. She was really quick to back up Chief. Like she was there. You know, Lee was kind of like, this thing isn't going to fly. Who's going to fly it? You're going to fly it? I can't believe you're going to fly this. And then she flew the damn thing. And now they have a stealth ship. That's amazing. I was like, oh, it won't be connected to the computer system. So like, you know, like Cylons wouldn't be able to detect it. Even better, stealth. They can't even pick it up or detect it. Hopefully that doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Like if Sharon gets in it and she flies away, that's no good. Shit. God, this show is so good. It's so good. Okay, and like I said, there was no 6. There was no 6 in this episode. Poor Trisha had nothing to do in this episode. But what's really interesting is that Gaius was very much involved with Gaeta in scrubbing the memory of the ship and resetting it. Was it pre-war? I don't know. Do they have to like go back and like recompute things? I feel like when you have to do a restore point on your computer that you lose a lot of shit. And I don't think a backup would help because it would have the virus, but sending a virus to the Cylon fleet to take it out. Bravo. Bravo. I love that. I love that. And the formation that they had was wild. It's funny. It took me back to Guardians of the Galaxy when you saw, I don't even remember what the name of the planet was that they were on, but all those people that they created that mesh out of their ship. And I was like, oh God, they're not going to do that, right? Like they're not going to like wrap around Galactica and crush it or something, right? I don't know if there's anything to that or if I'm just like trying to find clues into things. But yeah, they had a hell of a time blowing them up and they were getting a revenge. And there's a lot of bloodlust in that moment, but you know what? Yeah, I see it. The people on people fighting, not fond of. The people against Cylon fighting, knock yourselves out. Knock yourselves out. Unless it's Sharon aboard Galactica, then please don't harm her. And like her and Adama having that like little like eye contact moment, and I don't want to say smiles playing on their lips, but like they had a moment of connection. I don't think that creates a ton of trust, but I think that it's a step in the right direction. I would love to see this Sharon do great things. I don't know if I could ever 100% trust her. There's always going to be that 1% that is just like, what if she decides that she could just take over everything? You know, there's always that chance, and that breaks my heart because I really, really want to trust her because I love Hilo. and I love Chief, and I love Commander Adama, and I love this Sharon. I loved Boomer. I really want to believe that it's true. I'm getting emotional. My God. But guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it'll be available on my Patreon. I'm just exhausted from even doing the recap because, like, now my emotions are being overwhelmed, and I'm getting tired, and I need to go stare at a wall, like I do for like an hour after this, just kind of thinking, mulling it over, figuring it out. But if you want to watch the full-length reaction, it'll be available on my Patreon and up to 2 episodes early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Like, especially from last episode to this episode, I definitely say that I prefer these type of episodes rather than that last one. But like, you know, like when Chief is like, I'm building a ship, you had full faith in Chief, did you not? Like I said, I have all the faith in the world when it comes to humans. I always believe that humans have the capacity to do more and to do good, and that they're always going to have hope, and that they're always going to, you know, do the things that they set their mind to. And I definitely believe in people more than I do things that I can't see. But I definitely, with Chief, that like just, it made my heart skip a beat. It just warmed me. And I knew, I was like, Chief's going to get this shit done. And granted, it took a whole crew. It took everybody contributing one way or another. And I think that Chief starting that domino effect was like such a healthy thing. And the commander saying, you know, I'm going to let it continue for now. I don't know at what point he says, like, y'all knock it off, like the last 10%, like that would suck. But I'm glad everybody started to believe. I love that. I love that. So guys, I hope we don't get very many hopeful episodes. This definitely was a high point. This was definitely one that, like, I am very much in love with Chief. He's my guy. I don't care if he has round cheekbones and he doesn't have that much of a jawline. That's my man's. I want all the good things for Chief. Yeah, like the hope that it instills in you in this episode, I think is just such a beautiful thing. So guys, come back here for the next episode. And in the meantime, I'll see ya.